great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight the homestand continues with the first of three between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
The Yankees have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Clayton Kershaw, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Got him swinging in the dirt. Up with it, Sanchez. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. So the next to bat will be John Olerud. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this.
Oh, that ball comes in and gets him. Striding in for Boston, Harold Baines, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. In there, a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Nice line drive to right field right there. Dan, does it concern you when you're missing middle, hard at the plate early in the game?
It does, D-Roll, and this is the kind of guy that he can't get away with those kind of mistakes. He needs to work the corners up, down, in and out. And like that one right there, he has to stay out of the middle of the zone.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Roll, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch you quicker.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Boston strands a couple. Sox 0, Yankees coming up. You're watching MLB Network. Babe Ruth gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
Now to the plate, Derek Jeter. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A ball and no strikes. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 3-0 now.
Yeah, a little wild here early on. Doesn't look like he's totally settled into the game yet. Hopefully he can find it soon.
Three and 1 to him now.
Here we go.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Digging in now for the Yankees, Ichiro Suzuki. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
You have a what?
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Ruth has compiled over 65 innings of work, and through those innings,
I mean, it was my fault because, you know, I jumped up ahead, you know, and I was playing a bunch. So I was having fun, and I was doing a lot of that shit by myself, and kind of got a little frustrated.
Toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Not like the dungeon part, but just in general.
Batting third, the first baseman.
With that, it's time to check out the
I was saying
lineup
that
for the hometown Yankees.
that was also another thing. Like I was, you know, I jumped up ahead, which was my fault, but I was just having so much fun. You know, I wanted to keep going. And so a lot of that shit I was doing by myself, and I mean, not necessarily just the dungeons, but a lot of that stuff was just I was playing by myself on, and
ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
It's frustrating.
And he fouls.
It was fun because it was a challenge. It was just it gets frustrating after a few times. No, fuck this shit. I'm getting off here for a little bit.
Got him to go after that.
But I'd be like, all right, I'm getting off for a little bit, and then I'm like, 2 seconds later, I'm like, fuck. All right, let me do it one more time.
Is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt, and the throw to first ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, and this is still a 0-0 ball game.
Oh yeah, picking. No, I was talking about myself. I was like just randomly hitting X and not even realizing that I was missing the ball.
He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw. Lifted in the air to center. Long run for the center fielder.
You saw what? Oh.
He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
Batting seven.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. Hey, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Dave Whitfield stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Sanchez goes to get it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding forward now is the DH, Barry Bonds. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. First pitch of the AB on its way. There's a swing and a high blast headed for the corner and right. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth.
The next batter is Alfonso Soriano, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Pitch on the way. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder going back. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Dansby Swanson stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder. Gone!
Oh, come on.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
Andy Van Slyke is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1 on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. John Olerud is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Suzuki is there, 2 down. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Harold Baines. He singled in his first AB. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And another foul ball. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. Bottom of the third coming up. Now 1-0 Boston. Here comes Jimmy Rollins. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much. The bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Fastball just off the inside corner. Hit high in the air down the right field line. It's down for extra bases, and the Yankees have their first hit of the game. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
Batting in, the second baseman, Robinson.
First pitch of the AB now. Fouled off. And the pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there. Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
So now to the plate, Gary Sanchez. 1-0 the count. The pitch. Two out, nobody on. One and two to the Yankees catcher.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Derek Jeter, man at first after the 2-out walk. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
The 3-0 pitch. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
First delivery to him. Ichiro Suzuki is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Fouled away. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it, too. And the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Lee. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And he fouls this one off.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Carlos Lee becomes the first out of the inning. Alex Bregman is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. He's got it. Throw on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now. 2 away. So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox fourth, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Albies with a 1-1 count now.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. Oh.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth, and set to go is the rookie first baseman, Mark McGwire. Now here's the pitch. Fouled off. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Count is 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And gone. An absolute bomb. So a solo shot down the line in left, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
To the plate now, Barry Bonds, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Hit softly down the line at first. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Now batting.
No one on with 1 down, and batting next to be Alfonso Soriano. First offering on its way. And he puts it on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Now the 1-0.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Now the 2-0 home. Jimmy Rollins waits on deck. The 3-0. And they were simply not going to give him anything there with the base open. It's a 4-pitch walk. So next to hit is Jimmy Rollins. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Next for New York, Robinson Cano struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ready with the 0-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Swanson picks it up over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knocks things up. We're through 4, all even at 1 apiece.
Haters gonna be part-time loving. Putting up some all-time numbers. Hang the banner,
Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
0-2 in the dirt. Listen, this team's a very free-swinging team, so he's just going to go ahead and try to keep bouncing. If they're going to swing at him, he's going to keep throwing him.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Next, it'll be Dave Whitfield. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Scooped up. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Yankees manager to discuss his thoughts on his team's offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
The catcher.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Into the box, Gary Sanchez. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
2-0 now. Pitch on the way. And he started to go around there, and it'll cost him, as they say. He did swing the bat. It's 2-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The number 9 hitter reaches base safely to start the inning, so here comes the top of the order with a man aboard. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Sanchez on at first, nobody out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Stepping up is Ichiro Suzuki. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Mm, 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Now the 2-0 home.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
At the plate, Mark McGuire, as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Three and 2 now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Now the payoff pitch home. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. And that misses for ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Barry Bonds.
And now in the box, Barry Bonds grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And a surprising decision there as he holds on at third base. Next to hit is Alfonso Soriano. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on its way.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
A 1 pitch on its way. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. The 1-1 is a slider that backs up for a ball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
hit the other way out toward right field. Whitfield is there. Let's see if they test it. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now.
The center fielder,
Striding in is Carlos Beltran. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
2 out, bases loaded. Back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Throw won't get him.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Standing in now, Jimmy Rollins. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 5 innings complete. The Yankees lead this one 4-1. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Andy Van Slyke. And at this point in the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Yeah, and it's usually demoralizing, Matty, when the top of the order, so-called best hitters, are shut down. But you know what? We can't expect them to carry us every single day. Somebody in the southern part of this order has got to step up and get this offense rolling.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. John Olerud is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
On the ground to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Ebro, but you try to in between starts to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the wind-up most of the game.
And his game of hide-and-seek ends as he's tagged out to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Yankees lead it 4-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be the imposing power bat, Robinson Cano. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. And that misses. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Three-two pitch. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Gary Sanchez is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And the count will be full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting 1 in the seats.
Another full count pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Stepping in next, Derek Jeter.
Shortstop, Derek Jeter.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
1-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. Sanchez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Olderud camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
And now, Ichiro Suzuki. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Look at him fight to stay inside that baseball and push it in a 5.5 hole. That's the Tony Gwynn stuff.
Stepping in now, Mark McGuire, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. From the stretch. High and deep to right center. Racing back the center fielder at the track. And it's gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. His 2nd home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Caleb Smith gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Now the 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now at the plate is Carlos Lee. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
And he fouls this one off. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4. He's set and the pitch.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
The 0-2 home. A runner at first with no outs here. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. No hits to this point. Oh, right back to him on the mound. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx. It's the Yankees 7 and the Red Sox 1. Last half of the 7th here, and batting next will be Alfonso Soriano. Here's the first pitch.
Alfonso.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Next to dig in, Carlos Beltran. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Carlos Beltran.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Van Slyke is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
Next, it'll be Jimmy Rollins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This pitch is popped up. Bregman over to his left. And that's the 3rd out. 1-2. New inning set to get underway. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Popped him up. Sanchez moving to his left, and no one will track it down. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He didn't get him to offer at that pitch right there, but that big 12-6 curveball is definitely part of the reason he's having such good success in this one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. He's right there. And there are 2 away now. Next up for the Red Sox, Dansby Swanson. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Rollins is under it, and that's out number 3. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down 7-1. Now to the plate, here is Robinson Cano. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And he takes ball 1. Hard hit ball towards the hole. This will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
The catcher, number 28.
At the plate now is Gary Sanchez. And now the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he. And now here is Derek Jeter. Now here's the first offering.
Derek Jeter.
And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Whitfield will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. And first offering.
Leading off for the Red Sox,
Andy Van Slyke is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Now it'll be John Olerud, singled in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
On the ground to third, right to him. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out. Now the first pitch. Harold Baines stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground toward the left. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Yankees make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The New York Yankees used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Clayton Kershaw earns win number 7 on the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Babe Ruth was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Say it's too loud, still turning up. Why you all in my face? I don't give a you ride shotgun. Try and get me some. Oh, there you go again. Rolling up, putting it on the floor again.
Our final line.
I'm guessing I'ma be okay. Saints gon' feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me.